Welcome back to the channel. We're going to attempt a little repair here on the Kubota. Let me show you what we got. On the instrument cluster, hoping that we just have a light bulb burned out, but I'll turn the key on here in a second and show you. But this tractor has, I think they call it HST plus, but there's this lever here on where a power reverser would be on a larger manual transmission tractor, but it's a high-low, so you lift up and it shifts into a higher range. You push down, it shifts into a lower range. And on the dasher on the right side, there's a turtle and a rabbit simulating high and low. So turn the key on, and you'll see only the turtle lights up, the rabbit does not. And I have it, it's in high range now, medium, if you see here. The transmission's in medium range, and then the selector here is in high. There's no rabbit. And if I push this down, see the turtle shows up. So it was only a few days ago, I know the rabbit was lighting up. So hopefully it's just a little small light bulb out, and let's get to the back side of that cluster. I don't know, great spot here to get the camera, so I'll probably be blocking it at some point, but looks like there's only 4 bolts to hold this on. There's 2 bolts here and here, and then 2 down low. I don't know if you can see that or not, but get those pulled out and get this plastic shroud out of the way. And hopefully that'll give us access to the cluster itself. I'm hoping it's not an issue with the cluster. I believe that this cluster has a computer in it that controls the glow plug timer, and I don't know what all. So like I said, hopefully it's just a bad bulb. Oh, we got 1 Phillips screw up here right in the middle. Glad I didn't pull too hard on that. I was thinking maybe it was just like a snap clip type thing, but I'm sure this piece of plastic isn't cheap if you break it. There we go. Just to get it out around the throttle and everything else. Try the other side here. I'm gonna have to get right in front of the camera, so I'm gonna shut it off here for a second. All right, I had to stand right in front of the camera, but basically if this left side, if you just spread it out just a little bit and then rotate it, don't come straight up, just kind of rotate it clockwise, it'll come right off. So I would like to show that, but I just, like I said, I couldn't do it without standing right in front of the camera. And right here on the tractor, there's not many places other than the seat and fender to put the camera. So I'm gonna get this plastic out of the way, then we'll get repositioned to get this cluster pulled out. So with that plastic shroud now removed, you can see on the top here, that's where that Phillips screw was holding, the top center. And you can also see maybe the back of the cluster here. Doesn't show anything, but I'm hoping that I can take this apart. So looks like we have 2 Phillips screws on top and 2 Phillips screws on the bottom. We'll get that pulled out. So I know the steering wheel's blocking most of your view, but when I get to editing, I'll see if there's anything here that's worth saving that you can see. All right, there's 2 harnesses on the bottom. Let me get the camera here, I'll try and show you that. have rubber dust protectors. Let me get those pulled out of the way, get this connected, and I'll show you what the connectors look like and where they connect. So I'll be back in a minute. There's a little better look at the two connectors. This one here, this one over here, two rubber dust protectors, and this one's full dust, so I'm not sure it actually is a dust protector if it doesn't work. But try and get the camera here where you can see the best, but there's just a little squeeze. Trying to get the focus, there we go. Little squeeze tab, squeeze that in and just wiggle the connector down. So not too bad. We'll get this cluster over on the workbench and see if we can take it apart more and find the bulb that's out. There are 4 Phillips screws on the back of this. I'm gonna back out here and see, it looks like there's a back panel here. So we're gonna see what that shows us. All right, excellent. It is light bulbs. As you can see, all these black plastic pieces. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if you guys can see that, if the light hits it just right, but right there's where the rabbit is. So that's either this or this one. So let's take a look here. You're probably not gonna be able to see that, but this one appears to be fine. Yeah, it's not gonna focus on there. So put that back in. And let's check this one. That was definitely burned out. So this just kind of, my fingers are cold here. I'm having a hard time getting it to wiggle out of there. That might not wiggle out. You know what? That might be an assembly piece. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look that up. Let's see, that might be, I did look up the part number from the Messick's website, and they want something like $12 for this little bulb for a Kubota part. Now I assumed that was just because it was a Kubota part, but maybe it is this plastic bulb base assembly possibly. So I'll have to look into that more. So after looking online, see if there's any aftermarket versions available of this little plastic base and light combo. I remember that I have some LEDs that I've bought for different projects or different things, and just either bought an extra or two or took them out, whatever. But I've had some LEDs here. I started looking, and I have a few different versions that have these plastic base. This one is too big, but it's a bigger version. And I found this, and it looks, I'm trying to get the focus here. That one's not an LED. This is one that I pulled out of something and probably replaced with an LED. I only say that's because here I have the same thing in an LED. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this incandescent light, see if that works. We'll go from there. I'm gonna get it plugged in to the panel here, and I'm just gonna plug in the 2 connectors, not put anything back in, and just flip the ignition on, see if it works. Can't tell, this one might have a smaller, I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I'm trying to see if, oh no, I dropped it. All right. I'm trying to see the part that recesses down that hole, if they're the same size. It does not appear so. So I'm not sure that's gonna work. Let's see what else I have. These all appear the same. We'll give it a try. If I can keep it centered up on there, it should make contact. No, I don't think. I need the center part. I need the center circle. Again, I don't know if you can tell on here, but I need the center circle part to be bigger diameter to keep it aligned in the hole. I don't know if you can see on this one how the center circle is a little bigger diameter. So we'll look, see what else I have in here. So I don't have anything in here that's going to work. The ones I have are either too small or too big. The small ones probably would, they might work. They do. I'd probably catch enough of these edges here that they would probably work, but I would guess with just vibration and bouncing around, it would probably be intermittent or would drop out at some point, and I don't want to have to take this back apart just to reseat that occasionally. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop at Napa tonight and see if I can't find something similar to this. The only thing that could possibly be an issue is if Kubota made this round portion. I don't know how well the camera picks that up. I'm trying to hold it so my fingers are out in the way. There's two ears here and then like a round barrel. So the two ears obviously go down in these two slots, and then the round part keeps it centered here. And when you rotate it, the two ears, again, I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm trying. So the two ears like go underneath the circuit board and then snap into place. So anyway, if this round centering portion is an odd size that's proprietary to Kubota, then I'll have to buy the Kubota part. But hopefully we'll have something in Napa here that can work. So I'll report back probably tomorrow. By the time I get to Napa tonight and get this, I'll probably report back tomorrow and we'll see how it goes. It's been about a week, or at least close to it, since I did the last video, or the last part of this video. But I got my LED lights in. So I'll show you what I got here. It's hard to see, but this one looks like it's going to fit the best. Let me get the package out here and I'll show you the part number. So I ordered two different models lights, and I ordered two of each. So this one here, and I got them from this superbrightleds.com. I'm not affiliated with them. I bought these. I just used them before for small LEDs like this. So this is the part number for the one that worked. And then this other one here is close, but it does not work. So this one, this B8.4D, that one does not work. On the website, it's hard to see for sure, but again, this is the one that works correctly, and I think these were like $3, $2.99 maybe, something like that. They actually have pretty good on the website. They have pretty good dimensions of these lights. I mean, pretty much every dimension that you're looking for. So I didn't look at everything they had, so there might be others that work as well, but it's just a little snug going in. I think the two tabs on each side that go down the slots and lock it in, I think they're just a touch bigger than the factory one, but it doesn't require a lot of force. It just presses in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cover put back on. I'm not gonna record that, it's just 4 screws, and get this cluster put back in, and then I'll hit the record button for when we turn it on and see, hopefully everything lights up like it should. We got the cluster back in. Wires, 2 wire harnesses connected, the 2 little plastic dust boots. Got those put on. Let me climb up here, I'll flip the key on. Let's see how it looks. All right, let's see how it looks. All right, I saw it flash on. There's the turtle. There's the rabbit on this side of the steering wheel. So it's definitely a little brighter. If you notice, the turtle is a little more of a dull green. The rabbit's a little brighter, but that's okay, that'll work. As additional lights burn out there, I'll just keep replacing with that same LED, and then a little bit of brightness difference won't be as noticeable. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I thought this might be interesting to do. I don't know, they're replacing the lights, the dash lights on the Kubota is a real common one out there. So hopefully you found this helpful. Maybe it'll save you a couple dollars for getting an LED instead of the Kubota light. That'd be good. And then other than that, I hope you guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, hit the like, subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.